Hello ninjas and ninjas, it's Peabutnutterninja, and guess what? We are looking at the potential new changes in Smite regarding focus, and focus is going to be a huge focus, no pun intended, it's going to be a huge focus of the game because it's going to really nerf your skills. I mean, if you're used to having like crazy long stuns, crazy long walls and everything, you're not going to have that any longer unless you build focus items. And usually the focus items, while they're still very good, they're going to be much weaker. They're not going to be as DPS oriented. They're not going to be as tank oriented. You definitely sacrifice some defense and, well, not so much defense, but you definitely sacrifice a lot of attack power to get this focus. And let's look at Ymir. So with this ice wall at max level, it was 7 seconds, but now what they're doing is it starts off at half of what it normally is, and then per focus you get 0.035 seconds. So at max level, how do you get that? Well, if you multiply that by 100, you get 3.5 seconds. So essentially, if you want to have your skills to be as normal as they are now pre-patch, then you have to get 100 focus. And let's look at his frost breath right here. Again, it's the same concept. So you get 0.01 seconds per focus for a max of 2.75 seconds. So again, you get 100 focus, then you get up to the max stats of that item. And a lot of these other gods like Agni's, his flames, where is it? There we go. If it detonates, stunning all enemies in the radius for 0.5 seconds, increasing the focus up to 1 second. So again, this is going to be 100 focus. This has been a repeating concept or repeating idea, even if it doesn't explicitly say it, but definitely you need 100 focus to get that stun all the way up, including a lot of things like slows and also damage over time. I will showcase Anubis in a second. Let's just look at Anir. So his stun is now 1 second, increasing up to 2 seconds with focus. So you're going to need 100 extra focus if you want a 2-second stun. So let's look at Anubis here. And so we look at his grasping hands. So it does 15% slow, increasing up to focus for up to 35% slow. So you're going to have to get 100 focus to get that additional 20% slow. And there were some gods that do damage over time. Let me see if is it Ao Kuang? Slowing with area. No, that's a slow for SQUALL. What about his tornado? And it's refreshed with focus. I saw some gods where if you wanted a longer dot over the enemy, you were going to need to get focus. And unfortunately, I can't find that now. And no, that's fine. She does poison damage. So the slow. Oh, and heals. Excuse me, I almost forgot. So most healing abilities are based off focus now. So you can see Arachne heals for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, plus 15% of your focus every 0.5 for 3 seconds. So focus is going to play a huge battle in determining heals. Let's look at Cupid. He's going to be physical again, Cupid. They really need to nerf his attack speed though. Otherwise he's going to be really OP. But look at this. So he heals for the base 45, 70, 95, 120, 145, plus 1.2 per focus. So you're going to need a lot of focus if you want to heal. The same with Hell. Let us see. But here's something weird. I see that her light stance restoration is still just based off her magical power. I think they should change it to focus if they're going to keep it in sync or in line with each other. And you can see her inspire is again healing them for 70, 110, 150, 190 plus 230 plus 3.6 of focus. So if you have 100 focus, you're going to get a 360 HP heal on top of whatever you're healing. So at max level, you're going to get probably a 600 HP heal, and I think that is quite a lot. I think they're actually making that a little bit too much, but I don't know yet. I've tried some Cupid before, and his hearts heal so much because I start off with the Boots of Celerity that give me 15 focus and 15 cooldown reductions. Then I build some focus items on top of that, and I'm healing about 200, 300 per heart at a really early level, like level maybe 9 or even 10. It's pretty ridiculous because I have maybe 30 focus on top of that. So let's see, what's 30 times 1.2? So that is about 36, and maybe I have level 2 by then, so about 100 plus times 3. So I don't know, actually it seems like I was healing for a lot more than that, but I might have gotten a lot of focus items, more than just the 30 that I mentioned there. So focus is going to have a huge impact to this game, and I do support this because I think stuns in the pre-patch game, the game as it is now, were really overpowered. In fact, I was going to release a huge video about all the balancing in the gods because Smite released an email saying, hey, we need your help, fill out the survey. So I wrote down something for every god, and as I was going, I copied all my comments into a Word document, and I've got like a little novel that I wrote to myself based on all the balancing on the gods. Most of it related stuns. I mean, it started out with Agni and then Anhir, and at Anhir I was like, well, look, Anhir's stun is what makes him so good, what makes him be able to kill everyone. His stun is his jump. Well, he also has a slow, but they nerfed the crap out of slow. Again, the slow is only 10%, increasing up to 20% with 100 focus. So again, I was talking about Anhir a lot because I think he's one of the strongest gods in games still. And so I was talking about how, you know, what made Anhir really strong was his ability to stun you, and his ability to stun you almost anywhere for 2 seconds. And that was just so strong. And then especially if you're teamed up with the Ymir, Anubis, or even Thor now, because he has a 2-second stun, then you could just kill the enemy no matter what. They would not be able to get away unless they got Puri Beads, or they were healed, or Aegis, or some luck draw thing. And in that case, it made Anhir really strong. So I was talking about how if they really wanted to nerf Anhir and make him balanced, they would have to nerf stuns across the board, and that would change the effective gameplay, because now you've got to change the items in order to accommodate this stun. And guess what, guys? They did change the items. They did change stuns across the entire board, and I think it's going to make it a lot more balanced. So I'm excited to see what this is. It's going to take a little bit getting used to, and of course the item balance right now is really off. There's actually 2 really overpowered items that I'm going to showcase in my next video on this on the conquest on the test server, and you can see these long match queues, a 10-minute match queue. It's ridiculously long, but I mean, all for the sake of testing. High res, I will help you. I will spend as much as my time as I needed to make sure your game is playable, balanced, fair, and fun. So if you want to send me gems, just kidding, just kidding. The reward that I get from doing these videos is playing the game itself, as I have a lot of fun just playing it. And again, this god filter is very cool, very different. You can see exactly who's support, who's tank. Actually, Guan Yu should be in that support role too, but I guess they put him as a tank instead. Guan Yu should actually be a support tank. But that's okay, that's fine. And mage, you can see here. I think Hades is actually a mage too, but well, I guess you can play them both that way as well. But all in all, focus is going to be a huge part of this game now, so expect to change all your item builds. I was actually going to release a Smite guide based on every god, see which items were best for whatever gods, and I'm gonna put that on hold until this patch comes through and I see what will happen in the next month or two. And then after that, I'm gonna put down together a refined god guide, not just like PvP with commentary, but you know, Ao Kuang, his strength, his weaknesses, and then what item build, what do you start with, his skills. And it's going to be much shorter videos, much streamlined videos, and I'm going to probably put it into a cascade effect, or a mosaic kind of like this, and where you can click on each god from a main menu and you can see what is the best for you. And so hopefully I'll complete that project sometime in the near future, but no time frames yet. So this video is running a lot longer than I intended. It's probably like 10 minutes now. And guys, as always, you can always leave comments, questions below. And if you like this content, if you found it informational, please like, comment, subscribe. And as always, peace, love, and ninja. Peabutnutterninja signing out. Bye-bye, guys.